So you never know, being a healer, being a light worker, you never know when you're going to be called into service. We've had a situation recently where a friend of mine who's been raising her grandson is he gotten himself into a little bit of trouble. He was getting ready to graduate from high school and go on to Job Corps so he could, get a good job and take care of himself. But because he did something stupid, she's going to have him a little bit longer. So we're going to try to help her out by a couple of times a week, maybe for an hour or two here or there. Let him come over and spend some time with Daniel. Daniel's going to show him some mechanic work because he likes that kind of stuff. Maybe take him fishing. And guys, you just never know when a neighbor or a senior citizen that lives near you could benefit from your time, okay? It doesn't take anything to stop by someone you know who's by themselves to say, hey, I'm running to the grocery store. Do you need me to pick you up a gallon of milk? Or it doesn't take anything to say, hey, knock on the single mom's door with the two kids. I'm taking my daughter and the dog to the park. Would you and the girls like to come with us? People need to feel loved. They need to feel cared about. They need to feel like they're still connected. And everybody's going through a hard time right now. So your healing abilities, your light worker energy is being called into service every day. If you know of somebody that needs your help, that's where your capabilities and your energies are needed. We all need to, everyone wants to feel loved. Everyone wants to feel like they matter. Everyone needs to feel like they're part of a community, because we are very social people. Humanity is very social. And as we're going through Pluto into Aquarius, humanitarianism is going to become a lot bigger. So you and your little girl and your dog are going to the park. It doesn't take anything to stop at the single mom's door who's working 2 jobs and happens to be home that day. Hey, me and my kid and the dog, we're going to the park. Would you and the girls like to come? The senior citizen who you notice doesn't get out very much because they can't see well enough to drive, and you notice no one ever goes over to their house. It takes 2 seconds to stop and say, I'm running to the store. Do you need anything? Or, seeing somebody in the store that looks totally lost and going, can I help you find something? Okay, you don't have to work at that store to do it. I can't tell you how many times at Walmart, Dollar General, even before I worked there, people would come up and go, oh, do you know where such and such is? Because I'm approachable. People approach me all the time. That's my healer ability inside of me. That's my light worker energy. And guys, if you have people do that to you all the time, that's always a clue that you have those kind of gifts. It doesn't take anything to spend 5 minutes talking to someone, helping them find something. Hey, one time I saw an older lady, a real older lady with like 5 kids. And I'm like, either she's babysitting or those are her grandkids. Come to find out, her daughter had abandoned all 4, I think there were 4, all 4 of her children on her mother, who was in her 70s. This woman was trying to go to the dollar store and get groceries to feed these kids with, could barely get the groceries in there. And one of the babies wasn't even, was maybe 15 months old. And the mom had just dropped them off on her and hauled butt, okay? I helped the lady get her groceries in the car. I felt so bad for her, And instead of calling social services, she said, no, I'm going to take all my grandkids. And this lady was older, Maybe she had her daughter, later in life. But whatever the case is there a neighbor that would benefit from you, stopping to see if they need anything on your way to the store? Maybe they don't have enough money and they say, oh, well, I could use some milk, but I don't have no money. Well, I got $5 extra. I'll pick you up half a gallon. Will that work for right now? Hey, I'm going to the food bank, and we do this all the time. Guys, it's a way of being of service. That's why you were picked. That's why you have those healing capabilities, is to be of service, to help people that need it. Because otherwise, what are those gifts for? I can't tell you how many times going into grocery stores, people thought I worked there because I seem approachable. I'm talkative. I'm, somebody called me recently. They said I was so upbeat and everything. Well, yeah, I'm hyperactive, but at the same time, yeah, I can carry on a conversation about anything and everything under the sun. That's what your energies are used for. That's what they're meant for. That's why you were born that way, because you were meant to be of service. Because people, if you look around at how many crimes and things are going on in the cities these days, there's a lot of bad out there, way more than when I was a child in the past 60 years. So can you be of service to someone, old or younger? It doesn't matter. It takes less than an hour out of your 24-hour day, 1 week a month, twice a month, to stop and ask a neighbor, hey, I'm going to the store. Do you need me to pick you anything up? Being kind is important. Offering to help someone who you know can't do it for themselves is being of service, is being kind. Don't forget about that. I just wanted to bring that to y'all's attention. Lighthouse.